What do you take away from this one? Too much time off, whereas Carolina just kept that momentum going right from that 7-game series against Washington?
No, I'm not a believer in the time off. I always enjoyed time off when you had a sweep. Unfortunately, I was on that board in one of those series.
Been swept by Boston?
Yeah.
When you were in Boston?
Pittsburgh.
That's all right. But you were also on the Eastern Conference Final and Western Conference Final, 3 of the 4.
It's interesting. I think what it is you get into a series and you just lose momentum, and its momentum goes in-game momentum, but there's also that momentum that carries. The Islanders never got it. Barry Trotz commented about it. He says we'd have opportunities, we'd get goals, then they'd come right back and they'd take it right back, and we weren't able to get it back. And that's what I saw in this series. I didn't expect a sweep. Give Carolina all sorts of credit for coming up the way they played, especially in Game 4. But I don't think it's anything to do with the rest. I think if you ask anybody, they'll take the rest any day.
Yeah, maybe in the first game you might be a little rusty. Maybe you're not quite as in sync, but you work through that pretty quickly, get back into it. I think what really troubled the Islanders in the series is that they didn't play a team as conducive to their style as maybe even Pittsburgh was, because Pittsburgh spent so much time trying to attack and being aggressive and creative. You defended them well, you'd get plenty of chances going the other way just by defending. You didn't have to break them down. They broke themselves down. That's not the case with Carolina. They don't take those kind of risks. You have to work to create your chances, and the Islanders had a hard time working to create those really good chances they could capitalize on. They had a couple games, especially the second game in Brooklyn, where they generated enough chances to probably win that game. But once they got down to Carolina, they never kind of could break down Carolina frequently enough to threaten in the game. And Barry Trotz mentioned the top 4 for Carolina, the top 4 defensemen, how good they were with their sticks, breaking up plays, and they just controlled the series, really, with their defensive structure. Yeah,
and you couldn't frustrate Carolina. They just don't seem to get frustrated. That's fine. I'll take my hits. I'm just going to play the game. Islanders frustrated Pittsburgh, and you can see it. Islanders frustrate a lot of teams with the way they play. Didn't seem to be the case against Carolina.